And this is part 2 of my review of the Keen EvoFit 1. Today I wore the shoes to work. I wore them all day. They were very comfortable throughout the day. A few things surprised me. I thought they might be, hot to wear during the day. Typically with my, Birkenstock clogs, I would take them off when I'm sitting at my desk. I move around a lot. I sit at my desk a lot. But they were comfortable while wearing them. They let air flow through. My feet were not hot. And I had no problems whatsoever. When I got home, I was concerned, are my feet going to swell? If I wear, like I've got some Timberland boots that I'll wear, sometimes, and my feet would swell at the end of the day if I wore them to work all day. I don't have that problem with my Birkenstocks. When I got home, I wasn't in a rush to take them off. They felt fine on my feet. So I'm pretty happy with how comfortable they were. One thing I didn't notice yesterday in the package was this note. I left it out overnight on my butcher block countertop, and it absorbed some of the oil from the wood. But it basically says they have a 30-day money-back warranty, which is great. So I'm going to talk about these other shoes that I wear. How they wear, how this is going to work out for me, and compare the treads on them. What is going? Seriously, come on, this is dangerous. Oh yeah, this yellow bag, Keen bag. It's funny. I have a background in business. Did my undergrad in management and have an MBA, and I can't help but wonder about the business case for these, plastic yellow bags that they must be sending thousands or tens of thousands of shoes around the world in. So I was curious, and I just went, to their website to look at their mission statement and their values. And as I suspected, one of the premier things here is, reducing impact, environmental concerns. So I'm just curious what the business case for this was. Maybe it was someone in marketing. There's a big yellow bag. I didn't know what it was when I saw it, and maybe it would key someone in. Oh, there's Keens, let's steal them. But really, just completely unnecessary. And plastic's a big problem, so I think they could rethink how they're doing that. But anyways, I digress. So, as you can tell, I'm kind of boring. You got some just brown shoes here, but I've got these. I've got some sandals or some flip-flops and some Timberland boots that I wear for hiking. 99% of my wearing is, these Birkenstocks and the clogs by Birkenstock. These are pretty worn out at this point. You can see the treads. I kind of drag my heel a little bit, but then I noticed this, and also my previous pair of clogs really wore down there. I figured out that it was from my gas pedal. I've got a stick shift, and just moving my foot around over time wore them down. So these newer pair, I always take off when I'm driving, and you can just see the wear from, just walking the back. Drag my heel a little bit. While wearing these, I noticed that I kind of curl my toes when I'm walking to keep these, securely on my feet. Obviously, I don't need to do that with these. So the only problem is I can't really take these off easily, when I'm in the car to drive. So hopefully this part will last. But one thing I'm pretty impressed with is the grip on these treads so far. And we're going to do a test here that I think is probably the worst situation most people will find their shoes getting into on a, every once in a while basis. Only thing I can think of that would be worse is, stepping into some hot lava. So we'll do that now. Okay, I'm outside now, and I'm going to do something that, no one normally does on purpose here to test out the shoes. And I'm just walking along in the backyard, and oh no, the poop test. Alright, getting poop off of shoes is something that we have to deal with every once in a while. No one enjoys it. So I'm thinking with these treads it might be fairly easy to do, and I'm just going to step right in here and push that in. Alright, so I'm going to take the shoe off and just through the shoe. It's on there nice and good. First thing I'm going to do is just grab a stick. Okay, just getting the big chunks off with a stick. I'm sure everyone's kind of familiar with this. At some point in their life they're doing this. There aren't lots of tiny little treads here that would make this a big hassle. Okay, I've come over here to my outside shower I've got, and I'm just going to use it to rinse the shoe off. I'll set this to jet mode. And no worries here about getting the shoe wet, obviously. One little bit right there. Alright, I think it's completely clean. Doesn't stink. Alright, this shoe definitely passes the poop test. Maybe if it got in here a little bit, it might be harder. But this is a pass. Probably most people never think to test this, but it can be pretty important. Okay, having passed the poop test, I'm going to try one more thing with the shoes for this review and then call it a night. I've got a bunch of other stuff I need to get done. But I have a metal roof, and every once in a while I need to pressure wash it. Frequently have to, blow off leaves and whatever. It's, it can be pretty slippery, so I'm going to try out these shoes and simulate, pressure washing it by spraying some water over it while I'm walking on it. I'm not going to do it where I could actually fall off the roof, because I'm not stupid. But as you can see, we have a lot of trees here, oaks, and they're constantly putting down stuff on our roof. So I do go up there fairly frequently. In a future video, I'm going to test out hiking, or as close to real hiking as we can get here in Florida. As you may know, there aren't a lot of mountains, but there is a good spot that I'll go to and try them out. And with that, I'm going to climb up onto the roof. Normally I use a ladder, but the quickest way is just to climb up this fence behind me and go over the lanai. Now up here I've got some solar water heaters I've been working on as a DIY project. But you can see the roof. It's metal here. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 30-degree angle going up. Just walking up it right now. Like, these obviously have some really good grip. So we'll see, how this grip holds up. Now I'm facing upwards, and I don't feel like I'm going to slip at all. Facing downwards. My feet are solid in the shoes, they're not sliding around. Feel pretty safe. So let's go back over here. Alright, I'm just going to spray some water up here. See how it works once it's a little wet. Again, really solid grip. That's what these teens are supposed to be known for, is the grip on water. I can't even really make my foot slide down here. Let's try it with a constant flow of water. I can get my hose to continue to work here. Okay. Again, a constant flow of water. And these shoes just do not want to slide. The grip's really impressive on these. No other shoe that I own could do that. So now I'm going to get down safely and take them off. Now they're wet, all the way through. My feet are wet, but they feel like, they're cooling. It's going to evaporate. Curious how the footbed itself evaporates. So I'm still up on the roof. I've just walked across. It occurred to me that my feet inside these sandals, aren't sliding around at all. They're definitely wet, but I don't feel like, when my foot comes down, I don't feel water squishing up between my toes. Often, with other shoes, when they're wet, they become, somewhat unusable. But I could totally just use these right now, continue walking or hiking or something like that, and be pretty comfortable, I would think. So, another plus for the EvoFit ones.